man? What's good with everybody, man? Like the show, share the show, tell a friend we live in the building.
Shit. Hey, yo, give me the motherfucking chainsaw, blood. This motherfucker whooped straight. What's up now, motherfucker? These niggas ain't bigger than me. These niggas ain't Nas, ain't Jigger than me. These niggas ain't M, they ain't 50 to me. You ain't Pun, you ain't Pop, you ain't Biggie to me. These niggas ain't Crips, they ain't 60s to me. These niggas ain't Bloods, they ain't dripping with me. Niggas talking that shit by the new generation, man. Fuck these niggas, I slash your fucking faces. You niggas ain't so shit, not an album or a rock. Pussy nigga putting rings on my old bitch. Dick down the throat ass niggas, old hoe ass niggas. Happy cause you went gold ass niggas. These niggas ain't spitting with me, you ain't sicker than me. Fuck out my section, you ain't sitting with me. This for very important people, it's clear that we not equal. Clear you niggas faggots, I'm the Black Marshall Matt. Like yin 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 on the motherfucker. Who needs Hulk Hogan when you got Sting on this motherfucker? Less than 5 albums, kiss the ring on this motherfucker. California throne and I'm the king on this motherfucker. I don't wanna hear it. Weak ass lyrics, crying on the hook, thinking we gon' feel it. Oh, lost ass niggas, voice crack when you talk ass nigga, rolling blunts for the boss ass niggas. I came in with Ye, Jeezy and boss ass niggas. Your freshman cover a whole bunch of soft ass niggas. Tampon lyricists evacuate the premises. Mute BET ciphers cause I don't wanna hear that shit. May you rest in piss, you fuck niggas. Hey, Frank Ocean, go ahead, fuck these fuck niggas. Yeah, they fuck niggas. Ain't no 3 stacks in your class, so take your top 10 spot and shove it up your ass, bitch, boy. Niggas already fucked your bitch, you bitch, boy. And every time you kiss on that hoe, you suck my dick, you bitch, boy. And when you buy that hoe a bag, that bitch carry my bricks, you bitch, boy.
Alright. First, I want to say peace to everybody in the chat. Not gonna be long. I did this show because somebody on my Facebook post was talking mad crazy, and you know what I'm saying. They're trying to say that Jackson State did more for Coach Prime than he did for Jackson State, and then they said that he ain't really done anything. So when I asked, do you know what Coach Prime did? They didn't have an answer for that. So I said, I'm gonna have to educate you because you don't even know what he's done. So I'm gonna run it down to you. Shador senior year, he finishes school. Ashley Robinson comes up with this idea to go after Coach Prime because he's seeking a collegiate opportunity. It's a match made in heaven. They give him total keys to the car. The program allows him to do it his way. He comes in, he creates a social media team, outlets, inside view, allowing people to see Jackson State in the light that no other coach in the history of college football would have granted permission for that to transpire. They had bad field conditions. The practice field was horrible. The locker room was old and ran down. They didn't have the meeting rooms was in. It's an HBCU, underfunded, not many resources. Coach Prime comes in, uses his connections, his platform, his celebrity, and he begins to get shit done. So he gets all new uniforms, like 5 or 6 different uniforms at a school. Most HBCUs don't have 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different uniforms. They got about two home, two away. Coach Prime came in and got these boys 3 home, 3 away, and I think it might be 2 additional to go along with that. So again, Coach Prime used his resources, not the city of Jackson, not Jackson State, but his celebrity, his contacts, his resource. He went to work. He gets a brand new practice facility. Brand new locker rooms, brand new meeting room, brand new field turf, all through his contacts. They were not from the city of Jackson or Jackson State. Everything that Jackson State that we see created by Coach Prime and his media team and his contacts come from Coach Prime. That's off the field stuff. On the field, he went 27-5, delivered 2 back-to-back SWAC champs and 2 Celebration Bowl appearances. 1 still pending because the job is not finished. He took a job that's paying him $300,000 a year. Depending on attendance and how much more they get out of that, he gets a bonus out of that. Staff was underpaid. He dealt with some circumstances. All of that doesn't really matter. He delivered in Jackson in 2.5 years, 3 years. He got the #1 recruit in the nation to come to Jackson State. He got a top 100 recruit, Kevin Coleman, come to Jackson State. He had several transfers come up out of Power 5 universities to Jackson State. He built that roster as long as it's sustained so that it can still go out and win SWAC games and remain undefeated in the SWAC as long as you find you a quarterback to replace Shador. There you go, Mo. Don't even include the economic impact that he's had in the last 3 years. He's done at least 80 million, almost $100 million in economic impact since his arrival. And one of them was in a COVID year. So I won't say a cool 30 like the last 2 years. I'm going to say about 15, close to 20. I'm going to say 15. I think it might have been 10. They calling him names, throwing dirt on his name and all of that. Now he's going to a place that already has resources, and he's still able to build and use his resources as capital to help him really get what he really after. So if you're saying this man ain't done shit for Jackson, you're out of your mind. You don't know what he's done for Jackson. He put Jackson State back on a national level. He put them back on the national stage. They were not nationally known. He put them back on that stage. Not only did he put them back on that stage, but he gave them back that throne. You know that throne that HBCUs always talk about. But guess what? Regular everyday black folk, they don't keep up with SWAC. Everyday regular black folk, excuse me, they don't give a damn about SWAC. Deion Sanders goes to Jackson State. He brought up the level of competition in the SWAC. He brought back SWAC relevance. And he brought back media exposure. Well, he brought media exposure. He had 11 games, 10 or 11 games on ESPN this year, along with an undefeated record. I can't name a game that he wasn't on ESPN. Whether it be ESPN 1, 2, ESPN 3, ESPN it don't even matter. He did it. People are out there freaking minds right now. A lot of people. It's on my poll. Guess who don't care though? Colorado. Colorado don't care about none of that. Oh, he did a good job at Jackson State, but but we're Colorado. We don't care if you went to a SWAC school or no. Colorado fans are like, we don't care if you went to a SWAC school, to another PWI. If you're rooting for Deion Sanders in Colorado, welcome to Boulder. They ain't kicking you out. They doors is open. Yes, he taught them social media presence and he taught them how to handle the cameras and microphones. He taught them how to interview. He created a program to show his kids how to interview, how to be successful black men. Coach Prime, man, is special. And he knows that he's special. He knows that he has the ability to do something that a lot of other people aren't interested in doing. And he's going to use that to seize the moment. I got called an agent because I said people crying about Coach Prime. I didn't lie. People are crying in their feelings and crying about Coach Prime. That's the truth. But I'm an agent. I'm an agent. Y'all out y'all freaking mind. Because this man decides to do something that y'all are unwilling to ride with. All the conspiracy theories and all the assumptions, running around here talking about they had to get him up out of HBCUs and yada, 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 yada. Maybe they did want to get him up out of there. We know the state of Mississippi didn't want him in that motherfucker no more. We know that for a fact. In Coach Prime press conference that he had today in Boulder with them people, the president comes on and the president says, we have changed the academic transfer requirements for recruits to be accepted at Colorado University. The president's words in the first 35 seconds of, the first 35 seconds, a minute or 35, somewhere around that point. He said they changed the academic requirements for kids to transfer into Colorado University, meaning that they already knew that they shit was strict. But we know you got some people coming from HBCUs that might be sophomores or juniors, and if they transfer in, they might lose their credentials and have to sit and wait. So we're going to change our academic standards for Coach Prime and any of his transfer or people that want to transfer in. The requirements are changed. Not only did they change the freaking requirements, the hire got the support of the state and local governments. The Board of Regents came together and was on board with this hire. Sean, will you stream the transfer portal? I might get into that when it pop off. That's on Monday. I might get into a little bit of that. Had a 247 live going, yeah, or I'll share the link or something to you. But they didn't change their requirements for recruits, ladies and gentlemen. That don't happen. That don't happen. That's like Vanderbilt University. Cause that's, I mean, think about Colorado's academic prestige. They're not Vanderbilt, but they're dang near close. They got some strict academic requirements. They changed all of that and say, you know what, we're gonna do whatever it takes for Coach Prime to be successful. We're gonna change our academic requirements. We're gonna allow certain accredited courses we didn't allow before, and we're gonna ride with Coach Prime. He got the full experience. They gave this dude the keys, a black man. We want you to get as close to an HBCU atmosphere for your kids as possible, Coach Prime. And we're going to give you $5.5 million. We know that Jackson State couldn't compete economically with Colorado. That ain't the question. Everybody knew that. We didn't know the other intricate pieces of this. What extent were they willing to go to pull him away from Jackson State? They changed the academic requirement for transfers. Not only did they throw the bag at him, they changed the educational rules, and they turned around and they did a lot more to entice him to come away. They weaseled him up out of there. But you know what he does though? You know what Coach Prime does? He gets in front of his kids in Colorado, all the people that's there right now that might not be there no more. He gets in front of them and tell them, a lot of y'all might not be in this room when I get back from Jackson. He let them know. He says, I still have a mission to complete because I promised and I set forth, and I'm going to honor that. But when I return, it's going to be a lot of y'all that might not even be in this room. So you might want to get in the portal. He said, because a lot of y'all shouldn't even be here. Basically, I'm summarizing. A lot of them shouldn't even be here, blowing away their expectations. You had a Power 5 school. He tell them, my boys would love to be in your position. They'll take full advantage of this position. He's taking Jackson State and putting it in these Power 5 players' faces. And he letting them know the players that I got at Jackson State are better than y'all. Every player on that roster at Jackson State better than y'all. Straight up and down. 1 in 11. They're better than y'all. And I'm bringing about 10 people with me. He might have been like capping on the 10, because it might be like 20. 15, okay. 15 after the Celebration Bowl. 15 to 20 after the Celebration Bowl. But he let it be known. He told them, I got luggage coming with me. I've already looked at the roster, the stats, the people, and all that, the list. I got a list. Some of y'all just ain't gonna cut it. What it's gonna look like in the spring? Oh, we gonna work you to death. We're gonna try to see who quit. And if you don't quit and try to hang on, we're gonna work you to death until you do quit. We wanna know who you got. We wanna know who we got on the team so we can trust them. The same thing he did at Jackson State, because it's all that he knows. JSCU. Jackson State, Colorado University. Married at the hip. Can't talk Jackson without Prime. Can't talk Colorado without Jackson. The standard and bar is set. So when people say that he ain't done nothing, he this, he that, nah, bruh. He real. He real. I don't care nothing about you. Listen, I'm on my channel. I ain't got to respect nothing about nobody else believe. I'm on my channel. I don't give a fuck about your gods. I don't care who you pray to. That don't mean shit to me. I live in reality. Ain't no gods in my reality. They ain't talking to me. In my reality, ain't no God exists. Ain't no God doing me no favors, talking to me, showing me the way, none of that. That might be where y'all from. And I don't mean to discourage none of y'all about y'all beliefs, but your beliefs are personal. And he need to make some of his stuff personal. Quit telling us, God doing this, that, and he know God, I don't give a damn. It's what you do on that field and among that room full of young men that matter. Keep your personal thing, your personal thing. I don't care nothing about that. Straight up. Y'all, God ain't solving no real world problems. Coach Prime is solving real world problems. People will say, well, God's working through him. The fuck? Coach Prime getting that deal done. And a motherfucking God. You might get praise. Coach Prime got that deal done. Coach Prime got that turf. Coach Prime got that Walmart deal to get that field, the NFL network, to get that help. Coach Prime. No motherfucking God. God is cultural. Everybody got a goddamn God. Which God? I want to hear that shit. You're in your feelings. You're trying to use your belief and hold him hostage because he a Christian and you a Christian. But the Christian thing to do ain't to hold him hostage over your belief. You're mad. You're angry. You wanted another 2 years. You want it forever. You can't hold that. He gonna bring the boom to Colorado. He gonna bring Jackson State money. Watch. A.D. Rob gonna get a check up out of Boulder, Colorado. That check up out of Boulder, Colorado gonna be good for Jackson State. Prime is gonna give back. He gonna donate. He gonna pay you that million to come play at Jackson State homecoming. He gonna say, bring the band too, man. We gonna give you 1.2 million. We gonna give you 1.5. We gonna, yeah. American Airlines. We gonna do all that. We gonna fly you up here. We gonna do all that. That's what he gonna do. The fuck is y'all out here crying for? You got the best dope in the on the HBCU block, and you scared to sell it. You need somebody else to sell it for you. Good dope sell itself. All you got to do is just post up. Get your coaching high right. Post up, and this shit don't stop. That's all I got, man. Stick to this real world shit. Y'all there out of space some goddamn well, not understanding the circumstance. They went all in for the man, for real. Could Jackson State have done that? Yeah, you was doing that. You just didn't have the financial backing in order to do that. But locally, you did have the financial backing to solve a lot of things. Coach Prime's job was not to come to Jackson State and use up his resources to build Jackson State. No other collegiate coach goes to a program and utilizes their resources to build a program. Name me one coach that has taken an HBCU job and came into that space and used their resources to build up that program. Name me one. All y'all smart, intelligent mofos out there, name me one head coach that went to an HBCU or Power 5 and used his resources to rebuild that institution in places where it faltered. Show me. Get your new units, get your new practice field, get your new locker room, get your new media space, get all the attention on you. Huh? Get all the celebrities to come to your university. Name me one football coach that has utilized all of their resources to put on for a university. Coaches don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not in them. It is not in them. Stop lying to yourself. What you're doing is disrespectful and dishonest. The man went out of his way to make sure that Jackson State was restored to what he knew it as. The man went out of his way to use every resource that he could imagine to match his fly. He gave that program a shot in the arm it needed. Now Jackson State has to come through. How many local businesses do y'all know in the city of Jackson and surrounding counties? How many local businesses that y'all know went out of their way to uplift and uphold the program financially and invest in it financially to help participate in some of this shit that Coach Prime got done? Huh? How many local businesses? If you have an economic impact of over 30 million, how many of those businesses willfully turned around and tried to reinvest back into Jackson State athletic program or the football program? How many? Y'all know the answer to it, don't you? None of them. The local business community in Jackson took them for granted. And that's a shame on the local businesses. It's not a shame on the institution or the alumni overall. It's a shame on the local businesses, the city of Jackson, not the students and overall the alumni. Because I do believe the alumni was making all kind of efforts to retain Coach Prime. They did come back with an offer. Was it disrespectful? Absolutely, it was disrespectful. They didn't have much of an offer to really entertain him in the lights that they would. But it is what it is. Everyone knows that you can't compete with a Power Five when it comes to economics. We know that. But we also know that more effort from local businesses and government entities would have been very useful for Jackson State. And that's where it failed at. Jackson State, the alum and student and faculty, you didn't get the help that you needed from local businesses and vendors and things like that. You didn't. Therefore, it cost you. But guess what? It really didn't even cost you because you finna win in the end. You finna win in the end. And one day we gonna get Sister Mo. Y'all see her in the chat. People that's tuned in and listening and not really, what I'm saying, familiar with anything. But Sister Miss Lamb, y'all see in the chat is Miss Lamb. She gonna talk about what Jackson State and other HBCUs could have done and can do to build funding to restore those universities so that they could take care of their own business. So when she have time and she put together and get all of her research and stuff together, she's going to make sure that HBCUs know how to survive the drought and know how to overcome these issues. That's my piece. I'm out. Catch y'all on the flip side.